Hi, it's me, Rachel Lynn, and I am on a journey to get out of my student loan debt and lose some weight along the way. Today is Weigh-In Wednesday, so today is all about losing the weight along the way. So stay tuned to find out if I lost or gained weight. I talk about that at the end of the video, and this is kind of like a vlog mishmash of the week and how I did with exercise and eating right and all of that stuff. So if getting out of debt or losing weight is something that interests you, go ahead and click that red subscribe button down below and join me on this journey. I'm just gonna go right into the vlog for the week. There's Lucy. Hi, honey. I'm gonna go right into the vlog for this week and let you see how I did. Hi. It is a Wednesday, and I wanted to talk about what happened yesterday before I actually forget. So Lucy and I went on a walk. I have a couple of pictures of Lucy in the grass. I attempted to run, and we didn't go until the middle of the day when it was pretty hot. I mean, it wasn't super hot, so I thought it would be fine, but I also hadn't run in like 2 weeks, and I couldn't do it. I could not run the full first 20 minutes, and then there was a second 5 minutes, and I couldn't even finish that 5 minutes at the end. I couldn't do it. I also was shooting for the goal of walking at least 3 miles, and I made it most of the way. I might have been able to finish it out myself, but with Lucy, she refused to get out of the shade. She was laying down in the shade and refused to get up. So I called my dad, and he came and picked us up. And I thought about walking the rest of the way home by myself, but I thought better of it because I was really thirsty. I hadn't had enough water that day. It was really hot. I was not feeling completely 100%, and I was like getting chills even though it was really hot, and so I was kind of worried about myself. So I'm glad that I stopped and took that time to like go home, drink some water, cool off, and not push myself too hard. And I think I tried to push me and Lucy way too hard. I did not complete my goals that I wanted to do yesterday, but you know what? I did so much more than I have done in, I feel like I've done in weeks. So I'm proud of myself for not achieving my goals yesterday. Today I am not exactly going to exercise. My friend and I are going to the zoo. There's going to be a lot of walking. So what I'm going to do is take my Fitbit. I'm going to see how far I walk and all of that today at the zoo. And maybe I'll put in some clips from the zoo as well. It's the bongo sentry guards right here. They're like pacing, they're keeping them safe. He's right there. It's the flamingos, Jenny.
Yeah, it is.
Lucy's ready to go. You want to run? Yes. You want to run? Yes. That's how she says yes. I don't wanna. I'm ready to go. I just don't want to. I gotta get my shoes on. I gotta get my shoes on. Can I put my shoes on? Lucy, we did it. Come here. Come here. Come here. Congratulations. Congratulations. We made it through week 7, day 1. That was rough going. Oh my gosh. But we did it. We made it through. It is Thursday, by the way, and we did it. We did week 7, day 1. That is 5-minute warm up and a 5-minute cool down. And then in between, it's 20 minutes of running. And then like almost 3 minutes of walking, and then 5 more minutes of running. Whoa, Lucy. I feel like I don't know how we did it, but I think the big differences are I drank some water before I left instead of milk like I did the other day. Not smart. It was just I had milk with lunch, and then I didn't drink anything before we left, and that just was not feeling good in my stomach. And then also we went pretty early. I think it was almost 9 o'clock when we started. I think the temperature was about 75 degrees when we started today. I don't know what it was when we started the other day, but we also have a lot more morning shade rather than like the afternoon. There was like hardly any shade anywhere. And also on Tuesday, I let Lucy lead where we were going, and she took us up lots of hills. And I led where we went this time, knowing where the hills are and are not, and where the shadier spots are, because I think she would see shade and like try to take us to the shade, but then the rest of the street didn't have shade. Had I been leading us, it would have been, well, I know there's not shade right there, but most of the street is shady. So it's a shady street. Stay off those shady streets. No, I like the shady streets. All right, I'm feeling really good because I'm making stupid jokes. I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of the walk home. I just decided not to turn around at any point. We just kept going and going, probably like a mile or more till we get home. So this is a good workout day. It is Saturday and we are about to go for a run, Lucy and I. Today is the last day of the week and I had set a goal to exercise 6 days this week instead of 5, and today is my 5th day. So here is what happened yesterday on Friday. So on Thursday evening, my brother sent me a text and said, I'd like to take your dog, Lucy, and all the other dogs to his friend's apartment to stay the night. He says it's kind of like half his place, so it's a little weird of a situation and we don't know what's going on. But he wanted to take the dogs over to stay the night. He took the dogs over and I didn't want Lucy to go. I really didn't want her to go. But he said, we'll be back early. And early for him is pretty early. He normally gets up about like 6 o'clock or so. So I let my brother take my dog for the night along with the other dogs. And they didn't come back early. They didn't come back until after I was already gone with my dad to try to work at Churchill Downs. And my dad and I didn't get home until after 7. And then we ate dinner. I just didn't end up exercising. I could have gotten on the treadmill, but I was watching a show with my parents and just kind of enjoying that time with them. And then it was late, and then I realized that I had a video that I had to get up because it's a collab video that went up on Saturday. If you didn't see that, it's about my personality type and my finances, and it was a collab with Alicia Does Adulting, and so I hadn't edited that yet, so I had to get that done. And I didn't exercise. But you know what? I'm not going to feel bad because this week I have learned that just because you don't reach all the goals that you set doesn't mean that you failed. I mean, this is my 5th day exercising. That's my normal goal. Like, I just wanted to try to push myself, and if I hadn't tried to push myself, then I might not be exercising right now, you know? And I mean, I guess I could have gone on a walk without my dog, but I really did not want to do that. I wanted to go for a very long, easy walk, and she would have loved it, but oh well. I just didn't feel right going on a walk without her. All right, time for a run. I'm gonna check in when we're done. We're done, we did it. I know that I ran for at least 1.5 miles, probably really close to 2 miles. I was thwarted by technology yet again. Not entirely sure what happened. Well, I forgot to unpause my watch when we stopped to stretch. I thought that it would automatically unpause and it didn't, so that's kind of where I went wrong. But then, like, it didn't even want to connect, so I didn't want to connect to my phone and the GPS, so I was having trouble with that too. This was a 26-minute run with like no walks in between, just pure running. I did have to stop for probably not even a minute and walk just a little bit because my calves and my shins were just like screaming in pain. But I'm gonna count this run as a success. Sorry about the lawnmower, it's so loud. I'm gonna move on to the next run, which is a 27-minute run with no breaks, and there are no more runs with breaks. It's just increasing what I run each time. So I think like doing this day over again just because I walked for like less than a minute is kind of silly. This is a success in my book, and I am moving on to week 7, day 3, and I think there's only 8 weeks of training. So after that, it's just run and increase my time and work on getting faster. But I think at this point, I'm just gonna automatically get faster the more that I run because, I mean, I'm already slow. I am gonna recap my exercise for the week, but I'm not gonna talk about whether it was good or not because you can see for yourself I had a great week of exercise. Even if I didn't do 6 days like I really wanted to, I just, like, I wasn't gonna run. I would have run without Lucy, but I wasn't gonna run 2 days in a row, and I did not want to go on a walk without her. That's not fair to her. I missed her too much. I didn't sleep very well without her. All right, on to my exercise, and then I'll talk about the week. Here is my exercise for this past week. On Sunday, I went 47 minutes on the treadmill, and I went 2.0 miles. On Monday, I had a rest day. On Tuesday, I went 40 minutes outside, 2.36 miles. I did my Couch to 5K week 7, day 1, and I had an average pace of 16:52. This was considered a fail. That is because I didn't run all the times that I was supposed to run. Like the whole time I was supposed to run, I didn't do it. Yeah, I've talked about that on here. So anyway, it was a fail. So I tried again later in the week. On Wednesday, I went to the zoo with my friend Jenny. We walked around about 90 minutes and went 1.79 miles. On Thursday, I tried week 7, day 1 again. So I went 75 minutes outside, 3.71 miles, and this was a success. And I did 16:24 average pace. I had a rest day on Friday, and then on Saturday I went 70 plus minutes outside. My app messed up, so technology. Anyway, 3.21 miles, somewhere around there, and then I did week 7, day 2, and had an average pace of 15:53. Okay, so to quickly wrap everything else up, you know how my exercise was. My eating was okay. I think some days were better than others, and I didn't track as much as I wanted to this past week. It was okay, and then there were some days that weren't okay, but I don't know. Like, I never really went completely off the deep end as far as food is concerned, but I definitely need to get my food under control and start tracking again, and so that is my goal for next week, is to track my food and just keep an eye on that, because I think that that is really holding me back. I also like to talk about my water, and water was not good. I don't know what it is. I just like water. I don't know why I just can't drink water at all. And I mean, I don't even drink other things. I don't even drink juice or milk or soda. I don't drink anything, like all day long, all the time. Heck, I'm even sitting on my bed right now, and this is my water from last night. I take water with me every night to bed, and this is how much I drank. So there are a couple of other things that I need to consider as far as weight loss is concerned that I don't always talk about, and that is rest and salt. Sometimes I talk about salt, and I have just been craving a lot of salt this last week. And that's why my food was just okay, because I've eaten a lot of like really salty foods. And then my rest, I have been tracking my rest a lot more with my Fitbit now that I have the fancier Fitbit that I've got. And I am averaging probably closer to like 5 hours of sleep a night. I need at least 6.5 hours like logged by this thing. I've been averaging closer to 5 with this thing, and I'm not getting enough rest. So with those things in mind, I am going to go over my weight loss or weight gain for this week. So last week I did not have a weigh-in. I forgot to weigh in, I think like Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And I did have a weigh-in for Saturday, and I think I just didn't like it, so I didn't want to take it. And then I literally forgot to weigh in last week. So I am going to tell you what I weighed last week on Saturday, but I'm also going to take into consideration 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago, I weighed 233.7. Last week on Saturday, I weighed 234.3, so I did gain a little bit. And then this week on Sunday, I weighed 237. Yeah, that's a lot. In 2 weeks, that is a gain of 3.3 pounds. And in just the 1 week though, just 1 week and 1 day, it was a gain of 2.7 pounds. Here's why. 1, I'm a girl. 2, I've been eating a lot of salty foods this week. And 3, I have not been eating as well as I should. And 4, I have not been drinking enough water to counteract all of the salt that I've eaten this week. So with that being said, this week, my goals, again, drink more water, track my food, and then continue to exercise like I have been 5 days a week, and at least 3 of those days are going to be running days. I think with just the addition of really concentrating on drinking more water and tracking my food, oh, and getting more rest, that's the third thing. Those 3 things I'm going to concentrate more than anything else. Those are the key elements I think that I need to concentrate on for this week. And water, drink half a water bottle by lunch, and then the rest before I go to bed. So that's what I'm gonna do. That worked when I was in school, and now that I'm out of school, I need to figure out something else that works. So that's what I'm concentrating on now. So now I am about to go on a run with Lucy. So go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Let me know how your week went this week with food and exercise and all that stuff. And also don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you are not already. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. So I'm just gonna go right into Lucy.